ChemICare is the first company committed to the development of orphan drugs for people affected by calcium-related genetic diseases. Rare diseases are more common than one might think. There are more than 7,000 different rare diseases, 400 million people are affected worldwide, 80% of rare diseases are genetic and affect children, but the most significant data is that only 5% of rare diseases has a drug treatment. ChemICare has focused on 3 calcium-related rare genetic diseases. The first one is tubular aggregate myopathy, where the main hallmark is the formation of tubular aggregates in the muscle. The consequence are frequent contractions, resulting in painful cramps. Moreover, the muscle progressively degenerates, compromising independent deambulation. In York platelet syndrome, there is an abnormal platelet aggregation together with a dysfunction, with bleeding from mouth, nose and bowel, together with other signs. Western-Morgan syndrome can be seen as a mixture of the previous 2 diseases, with symptoms affecting both muscle and blood. Despite their different clinical pictures, these diseases share many features. They have the same etiology. There are 2 proteins that are involved in a cellular event called store-operated calcium entry. When affected by genetic mutations, an abnormal increase in intracellular calcium level occurs that gives rise to all the problems described before. Other common features are that these diseases occur in childhood, they are progressive, degenerative and debilitating conditions, and are currently without therapy, representing an urgent and unmet medical need. Thanks to its strong background in calcium signaling, 3 years ago, ChemICare team designed and developed a class of small molecules that are able to interfere with store-operated calcium entry and are effective in biopsies of patients affected by TAM. All the experimental data in our hand suggests that these molecules might lead to a treatment that would alleviate symptoms, slow down disease progression, and finally improve the quality of life of these little patients. ChemICare compounds are unique in the pharmaceutical arena, and for this reason, 1 year ago, we filed a patent that has already received a very positive report from the European Patent Office, which recognizes the novelty both in terms of structure of compounds and therapeutic indications. This is the drug development pipeline that can be depicted for our molecules. We synthesize the compounds that have been evaluated in vitro and ex vivo experiments. We tasked a Swiss company to carry out the production of an engineered mouse model displaying the targeted genetic mutation. This model, unique in all the world, is now available, and during the next year it will be used to demonstrate the in vivo efficacy of our compounds and reach proof of concept. Key players in this discovery are Tracy, a medicinal chemist responsible for the design and synthesis of ChemICare molecules, and Beatrice, a postdoc in pharmacology responsible for the biological evaluation of the compounds.